I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a theme this year, and it's just doing things you've never done before.
Tomorrow's my last full day in Japan. What the heck? I am heading to Kyoto Station. It's gonna be a long travel day, but I'm so excited. We literally went through a tunnel and entered Winter Wonderland.
Sorry, wait here.
From Nagano station, I took a local train towards my hotel. It was about another hour, and we passed some beautiful apple orchards. Nagano is also famous for their delicious apple products.
Very good.
To my surprise, when I got to the train station, there was a bus waiting for me, and it was only about a 5-minute drive to the hotel. And that green building is where I will be staying for the next 2 nights. I will give more of a hotel tour later on in the video. I'm doubled up. I've got double leggings. I've got like underneath, it's like the heat technology. I've got the fleece jacket, and I'm gonna wear my coat. I've got gloves. I got snow boots. Fit check. Look at this! So pretty. Oh my gosh. There's my hotel. Almost walked right into that. The hotel I'm at actually offers free shuttle service to and from the Snow Monkey Park throughout the day. It has a schedule that you can check with at the reception. I also rented snow boots from them for 24 hours. It was like less than $5 equivalent. Look at this bus. So this is them dropping us off. It was like a 10-minute drive, I would say. This is a dream. It's so quiet. From the parking lot, it's about a 30-minute walk up the hill. I highly recommend bringing a hiking pole or some proper spikes on your shoes if it's snowing or icy out. Wow. You can actually rent equipment from here if you don't have it for a reasonable price. Okay, so you can rent a jacket for $500. You can check in a bag. You can rent boots for $800. Cool. This is so beautiful. I arrived at the parking lot at 8:30. So the park opens at 9 in winter hours as of 2025. So there weren't a lot of people on the trails yet, so it felt really magical walking through this forest. So I've been walking for about 25 minutes. It says almost there. These snow monkeys are the northernmost primate other than humans. They live in the coldest climate out of all the primates. Okay, so I'm starting to smell some sulfur. So this is a traditional ryokan within the park. It actually wasn't open the day that I went. Nobody was staying there, but you can see the geyser right next to it blowing up steam. Wow. From here, you turn right and go up the stairs to enter the Snow Monkey Park. That's how much it costs. I think I hear, oh my god, I see a monkey. There are so many. Oh, they're feeding them. Whoa. These are Japanese macaques, the northernmost living non-human primates on Earth, nicknamed snow monkeys. They're experts at surviving brutal winters with temperatures that can drop below negative 10 degrees Celsius or 14 degrees Fahrenheit. These macaques have over 30 different calls, and they chat about everything from food to danger. These monkeys were first observed soaking in the hot springs in 1960. They live in tight-knit troops with a clear social hierarchy. The pool actually isn't big enough for all the monkeys, so they have to take turns. I spent about 2 hours here watching them eating, grooming, communicating, and even making snowballs. And the baby monkeys, they were so cute. It's also interesting watching how people react to the monkeys. The Snow Monkey Park website actually has a 24/7 live cam, so you get to see how many monkeys are at the hot springs, what the weather and the environment is like. So I highly recommend checking that out, especially right before you're gonna go. And the best time to come here is between December and March, so the winter. Once the weather gets warmer and the snow melts, the snow monkeys don't actually really come here. They retreat back into the mountains and go about their life in the forest. This is really cool. This is really special. Alright, so it's about 10:15 a.m. Well, I would definitely recommend coming right when it opens. There weren't so many people. At this point, the snow was really starting to come down, so I started to head back. I stopped by the shop on the way out just to get a little bit warm, go to the bathroom, and I stamped my sketchbook with these free stamps that were inside the gift shop. They were so cute. I feel like the snow is just falling harder and harder, and my coat might be starting to soak through. It was so hard to say goodbye to this winter wonderland. There's a deer. On the walk down, I got to see this shy and elusive creature. Sweet. I just saw a SEROW. It was down the mountain right there. It's like a deer bear. So cute. Okay, it's definitely not a deer or a bear. It is more of a mountain goat, and you can see in their eyes it's got the goat-like pupil. I almost missed this sighting. It blended in so well with the rocky terrain of the Japanese Alps that I almost walked right by it, but I feel very lucky that I got to watch this SEROW in its natural habitat. It is a species endemic to Japan, and it only lives in the dense forests. Now it's time to go to Enza Cafe to get some coffee and food. Don't forget your credit card here because you don't pay cash for once. There's a QR code, you order online and you pay online, and then you get your order number. I got the monkey coffee and the chicken ramen. It is really warm in here, so it's really nice. I also bought these heating packs from the hotel. I've never used them before, so I didn't really know what to do, but I gave it a try, listened to the directions the best I could. And I stuck them in the bottom of my snow boots, which was where my toes were freezing. After that, I waited for the bus, and there was a little stand with apples and apple cider, so I gave those a try, and it was very, very delicious. I highly recommend getting some cider while you're there. And also clamps, because now that there were so many more people, lots of people were slipping and sliding on the packed ice, including me. I busted my butt like 3 times. While waiting, I noticed this cute Torii Gate covered in snow. It was just so beautiful. It's time to go back to the hotel. I am so exhausted from trying to keep warm. Oh, my feet were cold. I'm so glad I got snowshoes though. Luckily we have this big pot of hot water and endless green tea. So I'm just defrosting now, drinking green tea, and I need to organize and pack. There's a new gift on my table. No. Oh my gosh. I think it's apple. Let's do a little room tour. This is bedding. What is this? A closet. Ooh. I don't know what all of this is. Let's check it out. Okay, we got a toothbrush, a little baggie, towel, a little towel, 2 ropes, some socks, or maybe they're gloves. I don't know. And then ropes. Okay, so this is for the bath. This is for the hot spring. I have a private onsen time slot for 9 to 9:40 p.m. tonight, and my dinner is at 6. And they asked for my dinner and breakfast time. I think it's so that they can come in and convert this space into a bedroom. So there's the Snow Monkey Park, and then there's the shrine. It's also predicted to get at least a couple inches of snow tonight, so I'm really excited. Well, I just did some research, and the 2 other places that I was planning on visiting are actually quite far. I've only got one day here. In retrospect, I think what I would have done was stayed one last day in Kyoto, and I should have come here for longer. And I thought that everything was closer together here for some reason. There's just never enough time, is there? By the way, the deer chewed a hole in my pocket. Ugh. Watch out for those deer. I think we should go downstairs. The sunset views from this hotel were so beautiful. This place is also very well known for skiing, so if you're into that, there's lots of activities to do. It looks like the snow is just coming down really hard. Look at this. Snowing. Dinner time. This was the coolest dinner of my life. It had like 16 courses. Get ready, buckle up. This is sake. This is sake. Sake's already finished. It was really good and sweet. Now I'm gonna try the dry fruit ale. These are some mushrooms. So I cook the mushrooms for 4 to 5 minutes.
Wasabi vegetable with mushroom.
Whoa, that's a snail. Sashimi. What is that? Soba noodles. It's very strange. Steamed pumpkin. Scallop. It's really good. So you crack open the raw egg and you stir some soy sauce in, and then you dip the meat inside there. That's a really nice pairing. Never done that before in my life. Dipping the meat in the raw egg enhances the flavor. They just keep serving me food. Here's some more vegetables. I don't know what kind of vegetable this is. It's pickled miso soup. That was on the 8th floor. It took me about an hour to eat the whole meal. Very delicious. Probably the most unique meal I've ever had in my life. Yeah. Time for dessert on the 3rd floor. And the dessert today is apple pudding. Let's give it a try. Yum. Apples are a specialty in this region. This is my bed. I'm at my Ryokan. I had dinner and I'm going to my onsen session in about 45 minutes. So basically you have a 1-hour session in the private onsen on the rooftop. Literally discovered the full moon rising over the hotel right then and there. So nice. I brought some coffee from the vending machine for tomorrow.
The next day.
It's starting to look like a blizzard out here. You guys, it's my last day in Japan. I am heading from my hotel, which was very lovely by the way, to Nagano station, and then I'm taking the bullet train to Tokyo station. My plane leaves at 6 p.m. and normally for international flights you have to go 4 hours in advance, but in Japan it's only 2 hours. So I'm gonna do some shopping at Tokyo station and then I'm gonna head to the international airport. I'll see you guys later. Bye.